What makes a boy a man? What turns a boy into a man? Although there's a few answers to that question. Now, I want to share with you a story.
It's Ella Langley.
Now, I promise I won't bore you in this video. I honestly want to share my own true opinion of what I've come to realize what makes a boy a man, what turns a boy into a man. In this picture here, there you can see my big brother and my grandmother and my sister. We were in this bus coming from an interview that determines whether you are telling the truth in your story on who you are to be able to be accepted in whichever countries that view your document, view your story, and want to host you as a refugee in their country, basically. And so that is my background. That's where I come from. I come from a refugee background. I come from civil war. I come from chaos, madness, and it was phases. There's a certain expectation of an individual like me from the people who come from where I come from, who walked and wear the shoe that I wear. Because I'm at a very, very, very different position now than I was in before. In the toughest of time, I always remember and put myself in the perspective of an individual with more pressure. With more pressure comes more power. More power, you bear great responsibility. It is not, why am I going through this? Rather, I look at it, if not me, then who? Yes, sometimes I go through the phases of why me? Why me, an individual who had to lose a mother, a father in a war? Why couldn't I have been born in a nation where there's no conflict? Why couldn't I have been born in a family where they're already wealthy? The truth is, whenever the thought comes to me, why me? Another thought comes, if not me, then who? And so I'm here today, building my own family, going from a boy to a man, picking up responsibility of what a man is. It is a person, an individual who delivers on his promises when it is made to those that it is made to. It is carrying the weight of manhood. enigma or pain that comes with becoming a man, because at the end of the day, the family is hungry, the family is depending on you, and you are very sore and tired, but at the end of the day, you gotta wake up and go to work and come back home with the milk, the butter, and the bread. You have to do that if you chose to put yourself in the position of building a family. Now, you also have the responsibility as a man in your household where there is no father figure to stand up and be the cornerstone over that house in providing for that house. As a person from a whole another continent, another country, another culture, I have a different perspective living in the West in approaching life. At the same time, it is very easy to get confused, to get comfortable and fall into the norms of the West thinking. Even time here is very different in the West, in America particularly. We move time back and forth, up and down, depending on, not actually the weather or nature, actually depending on what's already set, which is the corporate, the industrial. We follow the corporate sector on the definition of time, because corporate says we have 9 to 5 shifts, we have 6 to 5 shifts, like time 6 a.m. to 5. We have, night shift, whatever that is, to morning. And that is the time we have to follow. And in Africa is actually quite different. And Nyerere does a really good explanation of that. Right now, I really don't have much time to really get into that. But back to the question, what makes a man? What makes a boy go from a boy to a man? So yes, to me, what makes really a man is an individual that really shows up, to deliver on his promises, because it is in the nature of a man to take up responsibility. Therefore, it is my responsibility to take care of them. As a gentleman, difficulty, it is not a performance, rather it is a responsibility. And as a young man, one of the ways I've come to find out to becoming a man, it is taking up responsibility and delivering on your promises. You don't have to hide or brush your difficulty under the rug, but you also don't have to broadcast it and share it in a way where people feel sorry for you. And certainly that is not what I'm trying to do here. Rather, bring you guys along the journey how I am bench pressing and overcoming obstacles to achieving my goal as a young man in America. So when I share my story, I'm not sharing it for people who feel sorry for me. I'm not sharing it for sympathy. Rather, I'm sharing it to document the journey and to prove to other young men that it is possible to go through what you're going through. Now, I may not know what you're going through, but if you are along the journey, you can relate and you can take some insight from this and apply it to your own journey. I'm gonna stop this video here right now, but I want to leave this message with you. If you are a young man in America right now, pursuing his dreams, pursuing his goals to becoming a better man and becoming an absolute 1% and becoming one of the 1% individual in the community, it is still very possible. You just have to stay focused on that goal and continue reminding yourself of that vision of where you want to be, and block out all the noises of people
reminding you of your past self, reminding you of the person that they think you are, and just stay focused on the person that you know you are and you want to be. It is very easy to listen to what other people have to say, and they don't have to validate you.